Come a chameleon. You come and go. How come? Why is it that whenever a song you really hate, you happen upon it, that's it. It's stuck with you for the rest of the day, at least. There's not much more annoyingly bubblegummy than Karma Chameleon. And yet it's stuck there it's stuck there. It touched me in a bad spot. Well, potential good spot. Christy Bomb, Joseph Anvil, hey BTG, Burnt Pyromaniac, in the Sniper Impossible, Raptor, Jason Johnson, Harmon. That's a little Freudian. There's so much talk about the vaccines now, Jason. I saw your name. I immediately saw it as Johnson. Harmon, Joseph Mason Phillipson, Shelby writes Gaming with Dylan Indo, Florida Uncle. I like that because there's a devil and he hates you. Yeah, I think if there's a devil and then conversely, God, I think they both hate me. So I'm kind of screwed. I'm gonna fight them both. Hey, Jack's bending over. Nice. Oh, yes, you do see some lewd dragons on my breast, lewd. It's one of my favorites. You guys know how much I freaking love that show. A long, long time ago, I still remember how the music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make the people dance and maybe they'd be happy for a while. I don't believe I remember this much of it. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. I remember more of that than I thought I would. I haven't heard that song in a while. Oh, yeah, I heard that DMX and Prince Philip both gone. You couldn't have, I don't think from a societal perspective you could have had two people more disparate, more different than those two, and they're both gone now. Oh, yeah, that was a great song, Burt Pyromaniac. That was one of the songs, though. You talk about DMX passed, Pyro. Talk about a song that got a shitty remake. I don't know how many of you remember this, but Madonna years ago actually remade that. And I don't have anything against Madonna's music per se. I mean, this is bubblegum. But yeah, that was, no, just stop. Yeah, I know. Total Weirdness says that sounded dirty. Something touched you deep inside. Did. It was kind of dirty, actually. I remember. Prince Philip didn't die. He went to fight Hitler, BTG says. Morgan says, Chidori! Just kidding. All I've got is a sore arm. Morgan and I were talking on Facebook a little bit ago. She got her Johnson & Johnson. And we were just talking about Johnson & Johnson. She got her J&J vaccine today. And I was wishing her well that she would, because I got shit. I didn't get any superhero powers. I didn't get any anime abilities. I got nothing. So I was wishing Morgan well. Maybe she would get something. She was rooting for Chidori, and she didn't get that. These vaccines are not all they're cracked up to be. Luckman says, Stewie's loyalty to Brian, amazing. He saved him countless times, stopped him from killing himself, saved him from the first love of his life, and from a dog pound. Best friendship in TV history. I like when they pulled the old Brian is dead troll, I guess. Remember that? Everybody went ballistic. Joseph says, played Minecraft. Oh, well, sure. We'll just stop what we're doing right now and we'll fire that up. M says, I don't really care about DMX personally. His music is just nostalgic for me, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't, other than just knowing who he was, M, I don't know much more than that. I wasn't a fan of his music per se. So, I mean, I know he was a hip-hop artist, rap artist, but that's it. That's all I know. Aiden says, it's Free For All Friday. Yeah, Free For All Friday. Out riding dirt bikes with the boys in East Durham and Coxsackie. Oh, in Coxsackie. Ah, yeah. Yeah, you will. For those of you who, well, not many of you are from our area. Aiden will back me up on this. We've got a lot of oddly named cities, towns around here. Coxsackie, Schenectady. At one time, I don't know if this is still the case, because Schenectady's got a population, I believe, of over 100 grand. Schenectady was the only registered city, not town, village, hamlet, anything like that. It had to be a registered city in America that there was no other city with the same name. I see Coxsackie doesn't count because I don't think their population is enough to fit into that category. But yeah, we've got some weird names around here. Mr. Croissant says, tell me something that will make me both happy and sad at the same time, a husband says to his wife. She thinks about it for a moment and then responds, your penis is bigger than your brother's. Where's the sad? Listen, my anything about my penis big, everything else blanks out. You're banging my brother? Okay. We were just talking about that. John Lennon pops in. We were just talking about that DMX and Prince Philip passing, pal. Like I said, I know who DMX was, but I don't really know any of his music or anything. His was drug related, correct? Lord Coldcut says, are you drunk enough yet? No. Well, it's Friday, damn it. That's correct. Now, we're just getting started. And, of course, you never know what Susan's done for notifications or anything, so we don't have a ton of people in here. I'm curious if at some point I think about this, I'll have to... Isn't it weird how... I'm going all off in different directions here. Why is it when I post something to our community tab at YouTube, it gets way more... it gets... The notifications go out way more reliably than if I post a video or start a live stream. And it's not even close. It's substantially more. I mean, if I just post a little poll of some sort, it's nothing to get 5,000-6,000 votes on it. Now, that's 5,000-6,000 people that took the time to vote. Because a lot of people will read a poll, maybe they don't have a strong opinion about it or whatever. So you figure it's probably got to be at least double that saw it if you're getting 50% that'll vote. And compare that to the views on the videos. YouTube is a strange place. Hey, AZN! AZN Xful? Curtis, do you think that Prince Philip and DMX could get along? They got all time now. They might as well hang out together now, pal. You're right. They got nothing else to do, and they've got that in common. The shared date of departure from this planet. BTG says wasn't listening. Did I just hear Phil was on drugs? Could have been. Well, that see, I get a lot of I guess the take on the royal family. I'm not a big fan. A lot of Americans over here, my wife to a certain degree, I really like all nerded out for the royal family, and it's just not of interest to me. So I get a lot of my opinions formed by you guys, because we have so many people from the UK here and have for years. I mean, we've talked about royal family since the channel started. And it seems like, well, not seems like, for our group here, and I don't know if this is true overall, but the vast majority of people from the UK had nothing but negative things to say about the royal family. And Steve and a couple of the others, Assassin Exization, I don't see him in here today, but he's been with us the longest of anybody here. And Steve brought that up at one point too. He said they're bloodsuckers. He said our tax dollars pay for them for absolutely nothing. They're a bunch of inbred figureheads. I was just really surprised. It's hard for me to ever find anybody when that conversation has come up. And I know we have some UK people here right now, people that really support the royal family. They do seem like, and again, just my opinion from the little bit I absorb from them, they do seem obnoxious. They really do. I thought it was funny when they had the kid and his wife there. I can't keep track of the princes and all that horse shit. On with Oprah, and you had three insanely rich people complaining about how tough life is for them. Give me a fucking break. M says, I don't care about the royal family personally. I'm just waiting to see when that old bag dies. M, I've said this before, and I shit you not. I'm not lying. It seems like throughout my whole life, it seems like she's been old. Because I remember, I'm almost 60. And I remember being a kid and seeing her picture in the newspaper and stuff. I was like, oh, who's that old lady? Oh, it's Queen. And that bitch is still Queen. She's talking about dealing with the devil. It's got to be. Okay, Jack says, it's complicated. We like to complain about the royal family, but we don't like it when others do. Also, they bring in billions in tourism. I hadn't thought about the tourism angle. I hadn't thought about that, Jack. That's true. She's going to live forever, Em says. I hadn't thought about that. But again, and just to clarify, because if I've got an opinion on something, I'll let you guys know. But I don't really have a strong opinion on them because I don't know that much about them. What I'm relating is just what people from the UK have told me, and I know we have a lot of UK members who just have no use for them. Morgan says, I follow them just because of the history of Diana and the Queen being old as fuck. That's a lot of my wife too, Morgan. She was very, very much a fan of Princess Diana. Interested to see what happens when she kicks the bucket. Yeah, that's very similar to why my wife follows them. BTG says the royal family doesn't do much because they've had all responsibility taken from them. It's time to change that back. Hashtag back to warrior kings. I like it, BTG. Hey, what I was leading into, now we've got 50-some people here starting to pick up. Thanks, Susan. If someplace down the road I could try and set up a meet and greet or just a hangout, again, the only angle I would be able to do this in is if I post something in the community section of the channel, because that's the only way it gets out to everybody. For anybody that wants to, obviously completely optional, just here in the chat, just to give me an idea, I know this is only 50 of the several 100,000 we have here, a couple 100,000 we have here. Just to give me a rough idea, will you guys just tell me generally where I don't need your home address. Just tell me whether state, city, country, whatever, where you live. I'd like to see if I'm noticing any trends, because I would travel to set up a meet and greet if I could get to an area that was more concentrated with our group here. So I'm just curious, just with us that are here right now, what if I see a trend in this? Dragon says, how do you get a one-armed retarded man out of a tree? Wave. Aw, dude. Dragon, you're on a roll the last couple days. Okay, so now we got Massachusetts, Texas, Southwest, East, London, back to the UK, Philippines for Pyramid, more UK, Michigan, Missouri, Midwest, more Massachusetts, Portsmouth, okay, so up here too, Tampa, Eastern Europe, Baltimore, Maryland, West Coast, Cali, other coast, Worcester. So far, we've got a lot in the east here. Mississippi, the south. Brazil. Come to Brazil. I wish I could. Thalathon. Ontario, Canada. That's true. I know we have several Canadians. Portugal. Come squat like a Slav, who says. Big green German land. Poor Spaz kid. He's never going to live down that Irish land, nor should he. He'll even admit to that himself. He's like, yeah, I deserve that one. Warsaw, really, Fort Uncle. That's cool. Morgan says, I live in Michigan, but I will literally fly to New York to meet you. No joke. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, Morgan, if we could do it at some point. I don't want to make it an inconvenience on as many people as possible. I would go somewhere that was centrally located. It looks like, though, as common sense would dictate, it does look like we're all over the place, so. BTG says, hashtag bring back Warrior Kings. Back to Charles. York to Yorvik. You could get those hashtags trending, BTG. You could start a movement. I am a taco in my I am Otako in my Am I reading that right at all? How you doing? Hello, how you doing? Doing good. East Hartford. And also, I love your bits. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. East Hartford. Oh, Connecticut? Oh, I used to spend a lot of time. You spent a lot of time in Hartford. I back when I was doing stand-up, I had a couple clubs that were regulars there in Hartford. So we do have a lot here in the East. Arizona for M. we're famous for a giant hole and pennies. Holland. I'm from my mother, Weema Toad said. Oh, Portsmouth, England, Poppy. Okay. All right. So more UK. Middle East, now it's a bad idea. Don't recommend whatsoever, Krusty Mom says. Oh, BTG says a wonderful place that is a non-volcanic hot spring called Bath in Somerset. Really? That's cool. See, that's... So what, you know what I would probably have to do, guys? Dallas, Texas for little baby. So we got a lot of Southwest, a lot of East, but a lot of Midwest too. I saw a lot of Minnesota, Missouri, that area as well. Freddie Otenil Espinoza says, Latino America has taken a kid with cancer to really crazy amounts of subs. Check Tommy 11. Don't take a peek. Tommy with 3 eyes 11. Not that I don't mean that he has 3 eyes. It's Tommy. Yep, pops right up in the suggested. Wait a minute. Okay, now wait. I got Tommy. I got a Tommy. Oh no, that's different. I got a Tommy 11 here that has 3 subscribers. I don't think that's the one you meant. What's going on?
Hola, todo.
Now he's got 15. Yeah, I don't know. Am I getting the wrong one? And he's getting bombed with thumbs down. I'm not sure what's so they're trying to get people in there to his channel, but he's got 928 views on this latest video. So you're right. He's getting a pop somewhere. I don't know though. It looks like a lot of people are coming in. Well, we're talking about YouTube. A lot of people are coming in to spread hate. Looks like. Crystal Pepsi's North Carolina. I got family down in North Carolina. Another California for Ice Wave. Omaha, Nebraska. Mr. Croissant says the smallest big cities we call it. We look like a city of like 20,000 people. We have over 800,000. Wow. I've been through Omaha, but it was many years ago. Oh gosh, I was like 15, 16. That's a long time ago. Go to the Bermuda Triangle and you'll find me whether you want to or not, Lord Coldcut says. Wally Ward says, you fucking rockstar, love your channel. Well, thanks, Wally. I appreciate that. BTG says, we've been telling you, you've not just been listening. The royal family are bloodsuckers. They're vampires. Also, obviously, hosted in Iceland. Well, no, that's what I was saying, BTG. That is actually the take I get from the majority of our UK crew that has an opinion on it. They do not like them. Dragon says, check last post. Okay, where you at, Dragon? Tell me something good. Where'd you go? Oh, Dragon, I'm sorry. Anytime I miss a super chat, guys, please feel free to tell me. I don't want Dragon to have to freaking post another super chat because I'm dumb and didn't get it in. He says, if a stadium full of little people did the wave, wouldn't that be a ripple? I love jokes like that. I am so easily amused. I apologize for that, Dragon. Drunk says, whenever I think of the 80s, I think of Miami for some reason. Well, I don't know, 80s because you got Miami Sound Machine, right? They started in the 80s. And Miami Vice. So there was a lot of Miami activity back in the 80s. Those are both the 80s events, right? Yeah, Miami Sound Machine was started in the 80s, and I'm pretty sure Miami Vice was in the 80s. No, that's the kind of shit I remember, guys, because, that's important. So maybe if we did do that at some point, would it just be best to maybe have it in an area that is known for reasonable fares on flights, maybe? Because then you would be talking in the States, probably Orlando or Vegas, right? I mean, those two are known for it just because Orlando has the theme parks and everything. So, they do what they can to keep airline costs down. And, of course, Vegas has been actively helping the airlines keep flights down into there for decades. Doing my back garden, I'm lazy, Jack Queen says. Well, there's no doubt I'd like Jack Queen at some point to do, I've said that for years, I would love to do a meet and greet in the UK. And again, not knowing anything about the area or anything, I would have to have some of you guys help me set it up anyway. But at least there, we're not dealing with as much land mass as we are here in the States, where everybody's so far apart. From Romania. Well, thanks, wise man. That's cool. That's the only thing I can think of, is because we are so spread out. If we did it someday, it was just, I'd have to see where is the, in general, cheapest place to fly. Just meet in space, Wimatoad says. Equally long ride for everyone. That way it's fair. Jack says, no. I mean my back garden. Wink, wink. Oh, of course. New York City's a good call, Tyler, because I know it well. But it is not necessarily, well, it's kind of cheap to fly into. I take that back, but that's more so if you fly into Newark. Newark has good rates, especially internationally, but Newark generally has good rates. The only thing is, once you're set up there, it's not an inexpensive place for everybody as far as eating and us finding a place to, because what I'd like to do is, at least to help everybody, is maybe get enough money ahead to book a bunch of rooms for somebody. In Manhattan, that wouldn't be possible. We'd have to go to a couple million subscribers in a hurry for me to have the cash. Because Manhattan, you're talking, just for a decent place, you're talking $400 a night at least. BTG says, true, monarchy is the way forward. At least your leader is consistent. If you don't like him, off him. I see no way it could go wrong. I like the way you're thinking this through, BTG. AZN says, watch the movie about the royal family visit to Downtown Abbey. Just watch it stoned. Typically 3 go at once. Who will be the third? R.I.P. MJ Billy Mays? Who, you're right, it does seem like it's in 3s. It would be too easy to say the Queen with Prince Philip just having been gone. It's not going to be me, is it? God damn it, I hope not. I got shit. We're talking about doing a get-together and everything. It's going to, if I die, it's going to fucking make it even more difficult. I mean, not impossible, but you guys will have to weekend at Bernie's me and everything. Luckman says, random question, and again, apologies if these annoy you. Nothing annoys me if it's not, other than spam and stuff. It doesn't annoy me at all. Would you agree Eminem and 50 Cent were the first 2 rappers to be internationally huge, whilst being the first rappers to have pop appeal? It's not that I would disagree with that. I just don't really have enough knowledge to comment on it, pal. I don't feel like I mean, obviously I know 50 and Eminem, and I know who they are, and I agree with you that, yeah, they were absolutely internationally huge, and to have that pop appeal. But are they the first? I just don't know. I just don't remember. I would agree with you that they both had international and pop appeal, but I know so little about the genre. I'm not a good person to ask. Wimatoad says, you who dies, there's always cyanide for the rest of us. True cult fashion. I like it, Wimatoad. I don't know. So I'm thinking, like I say, now New York obviously would be convenient for me, but I don't think that would work well for everyone else, just again because of the expense. And even though Newark can be cheap, I don't think it's any cheaper than Orlando or Vegas. Orlando is really good, though, if anybody internationally wanted to. Well, you know what, too, with my I'm just thinking this through as we go, because it's a dream of mine to be able to do this. But with my annual passes down at Disney, I can get good deals. We could go off year, and I could afford to get us several rooms at like one of the All-Stars. Those are the more inexpensive resorts, because, well, I don't know what it'll be post-pandemic, but prior to the pandemic, on off-season with my discount, I could get rooms at the All-Star resorts for under $100 a night. Orlando for the win. I need to get out of this country. And I do know that Orlando is typically rather friendly to international travel. And I know my way around down there, so it'd be easy. I would make entire videos dedicated to, okay, because how to get around Orlando Airport. It's not that it's that complicated, but it's weird because it's built like a spoke, and the center part is the hub, you know, where the baggage claim is and everything like that. And then there are spokes going out each way. So you have to take a tram into the main hub and then go down and get your baggage and all that stuff. They are very, very well served by ride shares, Orlando, whether it's Lyft or Uber, and very inexpensive, really inexpensive. It's a 30-minute trip from the airport to Disney World, and I think the last time I used a ride share for that was like $30. We've told says, hey, in Vegas prostitution is legal, just saying. Excellent point. Excellent point. Oh, I am a college football fanatic, Shrey. I'm a Notre Dame fan. Clemson has just been on an incredible run. The thing about Clemson is, even when they're playing Notre Dame, I've said before, it's not even fun. It's not like I hate USC. I just despise them. I love to see them suffer and be miserable on the field every chance I get. Even though Clemson has become something of a rival to Notre Dame, between the kids that have played there have been people that have been really likable to me. And how can you not like fucking Dabo? Dabo's just, unless you're an Ohio State fan, then you hate him, understandably. But Dabo Swinney is just such a good dude. You can't even work up a good hatred for your rival. BTG says, I have solved it. The Queen feeds off the anthem channels to her, allowing her to mantle a facet of a deity. Reincarnation handles the rest. So she is perpetual, is what you're saying. It's over. Arthur, I'm not sure what you're saying, pal. Can I send one reaction video? I'm not sure what you mean, pal. Oh, you mean, no, not videos to the stream. We have to do them, unfortunately, on, because, again, I don't want to open that all up, and I don't even have my other tabs open and everything to place them. And I wouldn't want to get started on that, especially on a Free-for-All Friday. But I told everybody early this coming week, I will do another one of the video clip streams, because, again, as long as we keep doing them, and I'm actually having to cut people off at the end of the stream, and we went for almost 2 hours this last one, I'll make sure another one comes up within just a few days, because obviously there's still interest in it for people. Shrey says, the feelings are mutual. Hopefully we meet up in the playoffs. I hope so, Shrey. And like I say, I have nothing but respect for Clemson and the program. I love Dabo. I think Dabo is just a class guy and a great football man, and Trevor Lawrence is just... Like I say, I'm way into college football. I have seen so many quarterbacks that it's not, it's not hindsight, that were drafted high, and I correctly predicted they were going to be the drizzling shits, most of them USC quarterbacks, but nonetheless. But I'll tell you, Trevor Lawrence, for me, is the most sure shot of a quality pro quarterback since John Elway. When Elway came out of Stanford, it was the same thing. It was like, this kid can't miss. And he didn't. And I don't think there's any way outside of injury that Lawrence misses. Cthulhu says, yes, great goose lord. Arthur says, also, when are you going to get memberships? Can you? Sure, I can. I just... See, what I worry about with that, Arthur, is... And, well, I've got you guys here. And we got a decent number of people. You guys tell me. The only reason I haven't done memberships is I don't want it to seem like a money grab. It's bad enough that I had to move all the anime over to the Goosh. Now, you guys, I don't need to explain it all. You guys are familiar with the whole situation. You know I have to keep everything behind a paywall at the Goosh. And so basically what we did is the $1 level is now the videos that we would have been posting at YouTube and can't anymore. And the $5 level are the extras, the ones that just for the Goose. So we've already got that in place. Then I would feel funny having people pay for memberships to the YouTube channel too. But I get people asking me all the time, because all I can tell that you get from it is, don't you get like in the chat here, don't you get like special colors to your screen name or something like that, and different things you can add to the chat? If you guys really wanted it, I would do it. That's why I haven't done it, is I don't want to seem like it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, he's got the goosh, and now he's trying to grab us for some more here. And AZN says, not trying to annoy you either, dude, but come on, you need one more. The Prince, the Rapper, and one more to stir the pot. Billy Mays, OxyClean. You think Billy Mays? No, well, Billy Mays is gone, right? Am I thinking of the right guys? Yeah, but Billy Mays is gone. I don't know. I like I say, the Queen is the obvious guess, but that would be for any time. I have no idea. I can't think of anybody that's on the cusp right now. When this was asked just some months ago, I had said, as much as I hated to, Adam West, and unfortunately it wasn't too long after I had said that he died, so I don't want to put anybody else on the block. I don't know. Let's throw William Shatner's name out there. Not, I don't dislike. I like William Shatner. Don't get me wrong. I think he's I think he's funny as hell. But he's getting older, and a couple times I've seen him recently, and he just doesn't. Aside from being old, he just doesn't look right. So I'll put his name out. How are the G100 spots looking? Thinking of upping? We're still good, BTG. As a matter of fact, I'll be posting over at Goose to let all you guys know, because I always tell you when I'm going to be ahead. Now we're going to Disney later in May, so this coming week I will start the push to where I'll be recording extra videos for the Goose, so I'll be more than my usual day and a half or so ahead, and that's so that when we get into May, I can spend all that time making sure that I've got all the May G100s done before we leave on the 23rd. But for right now, yeah, we're still good, pal. We're still good right now. This month's going along good on the G100 so far. But like I say, as I always do, BTG, I'll make a post about that. I just like you guys to know when I am further ahead than usual, because I know everybody likes to know what they can and can't say in the chat as far as spoilage. Thomas says, so since I lost a chance to go to Mania last year, my mom got me tickets for both days this year, so I'm pretty excited. Good for you, pal. Oh, that's cool as hell. Oh, that's really cool. That's something I would really like to do someday. I would, and especially now with my granddaughter being such a fanatic for it, I would love to take her to a Mania. Cthulhu says, you come here often? I do, big boy. Bow chicka wow wow. We haven't had a bow chicka wow wow in a long time. Old school. Let's see. Vegeta says, we need to return to Monkey. Billy Mays died in 2009. That's what I thought, Philip. I thought he'd been gone for a while. Joseph says, is YouTube a part-time job? It depends on how much you put into it. For me, no, what I do now, and it's not all YouTube, a big hunk of it is the Goosh, our Patreon. I hesitate to call it a job when you honestly, like this. I mean, this would technically, what I'm doing right here, this stream would technically be part of my job. It's hardly a fucking job. Well, I don't have to tell you I would do it for nothing, because we're live streaming way before there was such a thing as Super Chat or anything. And the ad revenue on streams has always been abysmal. So, yes, I do this because it's a blast. But as far as the hours I put in to what I do now, they're way more than when I worked. I get up, and I shit you not, guys, I get up 5:30 every morning, 7 days a week, 365 minus times that I'm on vacation to keep everything flowing. And you will see over at the Goose, I recorded some videos today. I got a little behind because, again, my home life can be crazy. So I got a little behind. I do not allow, it's just I can't do it. I do not allow myself to get behind, particularly at the Patreon where people are paying for the entertainment. So you'll see that, look for, on the Goose, look for the videos where I'm wearing this shirt, the Miss Kobayashi shirt, that are coming up in the next couple days, because those are the ones you'll see. Oh, that's right, too. I didn't even think about the Mitsuku being back here. You can even check the clock. I was recording this morning between, I think it was like 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. I was recording videos because I was like, nope, I'm not going to bed. I can't go to bed. I can't sleep. I'm too anal until I know I've got what I need to do to stay where I want to be. So if you guys who are at the Goosh, watch for the days coming up where I have this shirt on. You'll see my eye. I think I even mentioned in a couple of the videos. You'll see my eyes are like extra. In that case, look forward to Minecraft streaming. I always look forward to Minecraft streaming, BTG. I have really become. It's just time that keeps me away from it. Well, you know that. It's just time that keeps me away from it because I love Minecraft. I think Minecraft is probably my all-time favorite video game. I'd have to think that through carefully, but yeah, I think it is. It's just I don't have as much time for it as I'd like, but I absolutely love Minecraft. Lick says, I just got 2 Sims to have lesbian sex. Everyone applaud me. Absolutely. That's absolutely worth applause. I want to see. Shirtless in the thumbnail, Joseph? That's Golden. Golden's bad. He's very bad. He makes me upset to talk about. The gang here would tell you more about him, but yeah. He's got problems. He has problems. Giggity Goo says, do you watch Jeopardy? So thoughts on A-Rod hosting? I do watch it here and there. I enjoy Jeopardy. It proves to me once and for all I have no shot at Jeopardy. At playing Jeopardy. A-Rod, I don't know. What do you... I'm not impressed by I've seen nothing in A-Rod's... and I don't have anything against him, don't get me wrong. I have seen nothing in the way A-Rod presents himself in front of the camera and the things he does now, with baseball and everything, that makes me think, oh, this guy's going to be on point. He's not that likable. He doesn't seem that comfortable in front of the camera. I'll be glad to be wrong, but if you're asking my initial opinion, I don't think it's going to be good. Cthulhu says, I knew a guy who lost his job a few weeks ago. Brilliant man. Slept with one of his patients and got caught. He was a great vet. That one's pretty good, Cthulhu. God damn it, Charlene. Sheep are named Charlene, in case you guys didn't know that. Even baseball fans hate A-Rod. A lot of people do hate A-Rod. Well, he was a very polarizing figure between the steroids and some of the issues. But I don't have anything against him. But as far as what I was asked, do I think he'd be good on Jeopardy? No. I don't think he's likable at all as a commentator. Mr. Croissant says the first Mania, fuck off, Train, I ever went to was WrestleMania 33, and I got to see Undertaker retire. Real legend. And recently Kane just got inducted in WWE Hall of Fame 2021. Yeah, Glenn Jacobs deserved it. What a good dude he is. Glenn Jacobs. From strictly from secondhand knowledge, or secondhand information. I can't stress that enough. Nothing I know personally, just have been told to me by people that know him. Surprising that he ended up politically successful, because how do I put this delicately? The people I know that knew Glenn think he's a phenomenal worker, but let's just say never would have thought of him in a more cerebral light. Luckman says, have you ever strived for YouTube fame ever since starting YouTube, or have you always just wanted a small community of friends, fans to interact with since there's less negativity and toxicity? No, toxicity doesn't bother me. My stance on that, Luckman, has always been, since day one, I've said it, I've always wanted to have that community feel, just like what we're experiencing right here. My favorite part of doing this in general is the community element, and that really reverberates over at the Goosh as well. So yes, it's always been that. Whether we're at 1,000 subscribers, or if someday we went to 3 million subscribers, that will still be my goal. It would just change the number of people in the community, but it'll always be about community. That's the way you get banned around here. It's hard to get banned around here. The gang will tell you that. There's not much you get banned. You're allowed to say whatever you want. But if you just do stuff that proves you're just here for any other reason than to just be part of a community, then go about your business. As far as within the chats and stuff. Now, I have, a lot of people will come watch the videos and all they want to do is watch some reaction videos and go about their business. And I'm more than fine with that. I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact they'll stop by and watch my videos. But when people want to take part in the community and then have anti-community sentiments while they're here, that's how you get dropped out. Especially if you go, as happened the other day with GoGo. Especially if you attack one of our regular members here. Not only will that get you tossed, and I try and hold it back because I know it makes some of our regulars who are very important to me here uncomfortable. But a lot of times it'll get me to unleash the old pro wrestler, do a shoot on you and be vicious to people, because I don't like that. It's wildly disrespectful, and disrespect pisses me off. Arthur says, what if we all went to a small good country like New Zealand and just outvoted everyone and made it a weebtopia? So basically a hostile takeover is what you're saying, Arthur. Listen, you had me at hostile and takeover. AZN says, we need the old YT back. No copyright strikes. Background pictures, comments on pages. You could send messages to people. Your icon was easy to change. I remember having been able to change colors. Yeah, the one that really gets me in everything you said is AZN. We can't send messages anymore. That ruined things for me, like giveaways and stuff at YouTube. They were so easy because I've subscribed to this TubeBuddy. Just costs a few bucks a month, and it gives you a lot of little extra perks on your channel. One of the things they do is you can go into any video and tell it to pick a random comment. So that was a great, fair way to do giveaways and stuff. But now, when it does you no good, because, okay, now it picks a winner. How do I go about getting in touch with them? In other words, I can give an email address, but that everybody's going to see it. That doesn't mean I'm actually talking to the person who actually won. You see what I'm saying? So they really kind of ruined that, and I don't know why they took it away. I mean, what too much for them to maintain? Just having a little freaking message availability? That one pissed me off. BTG says, there was one regular we all talk shit on, you. Good point. But that's part of the joy of having this, to be honest with you. Clue says, Curtis is so fat. Ha. And says, Curtis will always be a ginger at heart. Yeah, completely soulless. Absolutely. I still don't think I can blame that on the ginger, though. I just think I'm just so crusty. I don't think that a soul ever had a chance. Wayne says, I have a school assignment that I don't want to do, and I get progressively angrier about having to do it the longer I wait. I've done the same thing, Oink. I still do the same things to this day. Good example, my taxes. They're such a pain in the ass. And then I'll say, well, just go get it done. You don't even have to turn them in, right now. Just get it done. And I don't. I keep putting it off and getting more and more pissed off about the fact that I have to do my taxes. Unleash the heel, fat ass says. Lou says, also, Curtis, since you're a few episodes ahead now, Nightmare Luffy or Gear 4th Luffy, which do you prefer now? I really like that 4th Gear. I really do. I like his look. I like the piston sound the whole time he's in that mode. Yeah. And like I say, starting next week, I'll be even more episodes ahead. Right now, see, in One Piece, I do like a day and a half. So I think I'm 2 ahead of what you guys saw this morning. Xenogame says, hello, this week I've watched Danganronpa, Durarara, Cowboy Bebop. Oh, good old Cowboy Bebop. Devil May Cry, Assassin's Pride, and watching Kakaguri. All of them are fantastic. I just started Kakaguri myself, and that was cool, Zeno. That one just got sponsored at the Goosh. And that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Luke says, imagine not committing tax fraud. Doing taxes is such a bitch. Yes, Gear 4 sound design is amazing. Oh, everything about it, fast. I love his look too. I mean, even his facial look, that sinister facial look he has in 4th Gear, that was cool as hell. Really cool. M says, I swear I will eventually get past G8. It's a ways back. It is. Oh, God, it's so fun, Em. I really am enjoying this series so much. I tell you, that's one of the reasons I replayed it. And it's funny, sometimes the lines that stick with us in our favorite animes are obvious, and I think they stick with everybody who's seen them. Komugi, are you still there? I think that sticks with pretty much everybody who's seen the Chimera Ant arc. But you know what line within, and I posted it again the other day, but you know what line within the funeral for the Going Merry really sticks with me? I don't know why. It was just so, I guess, poignantly perfect of the characters is when Luffy's just in tears saying goodbye to the Going Merry, and he says, and Zoro and Sanji are stupid, so they kept breaking stuff on you. It was just like, I don't know why that specific line hit me so hard, because I think there's a combination of the loss of Going Merry in that moment and the way that the Straw Hats all relate to one another. I just, oh, God. Plus Ultra says, didn't even get a notification. Not surprised, pal. No, unfortunately, not even a little surprised. It's just the notification. That's why see, I'm afraid to get ahead of myself. I think I'd be better off posting in the community section every time we stream. But what I'm afraid of is right now when I post in the community section, like I say, for whatever reason, it seems like notifications go out to most everybody. If I start doing that, I'm afraid that the system will catch up with me, the YouTube system, and they'll say, "Oh, okay, well, he's just promoting his streams. We'll stop putting out his community posts as well." Well, Cthulhu says, "Are you sure you aren't green screen?" If you ask Mark Bark, it's all a green screen. So, was Mark Bark crazy, or was he onto something? Arthur says, "Next comment for length, please." Okie dokie. And Dragon says, "I would tell a Casey Anthony joke, but my mom would kill me." Whoa. Casey Anthony, mom of the decade. Arthur says, "Just found out I still have to pay income tax to the U.S. while I'm in Japan. Not make a dime here, spend a dime here, set foot on the soil all year and still have to. Double Japan's price, too. Yikes." Yeah, Arthur, good old America. They like to make sure they get you for every freaking cent. And that's why, I told you guys, that's politically speaking, in a nutshell, where I stand on politics in general, is I am against ever giving the government any more of our money than necessary. I'm not one of these, I'm not a taxes are evil person. I understand they have their place and they are a necessity for the way we'd all assume we'd all like to live. But any time that there is a free market option, I prefer that over giving money to our government to have them redistribute it. I don't trust them with it. They've never shown any reason to be trusted with our money, fuckers. And I think we give them too much of it now. Too much of it is sent overseas. Too much of it is sent in foreign aid that in places that we shouldn't be sending foreign aid. Well, I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. Lord Coldcut says, "Gotta go, but if we meet up, we'll bang." Okay, indeed we will, Coldcut. Thanks for being in, pal. Yeah, it's just something I think about it all the time. Well, I've told you guys that. I think about it all the time. The idea of having a meetup, it's just trying to figure out how it would work best for everybody. It's so hard, with us being a worldwide crew here. Zeno says, "Last night's match of Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly was amazing. Don't think any of the matches from the 2 nights of WrestleMania can top that." Was it? I didn't see any of it, Zeno. I didn't see any of it. I keep saying I'm going to start watching more wrestling, watch more AEW, watch more Ring of Honor, and then I don't. I haven't been watching a lot of WWE either. And I enjoy a good match. I don't care who is involved. Cthulhu says, "I tell you a Jeffrey Dahmer joke, but I don't think you could stomach it." Good old Jeff Dahmer. The legendary purveyor of fine cuisine. Luckman says, "It's cool Naruto eventually earned respect from the village in the end." Agreed. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He shouldn't have to. It was never his fault to begin with. Bunch of dumb pricks. Well, yeah, they did not treat him particularly well for no solid reason. That's for sure. No, I agree with you on that. Brother Malachi, hey, thanks for the pussy pink sky. We've gone pussy pink again, you guys. And I still remember the word magenta. Isn't that amazing? It took for how many months did it take me to get magenta to stick to my memory, and now it won't go away even though we don't call it magenta anymore. But thanks, Brother Malachi. Speaking of Enemu, I do like DBS, but I hate how they partly undid Vegeta's late Z arc where he sacrificed himself for everyone, including Goku. That was phenomenal. I was at peace with him being the better fighter. They flushed it down the drain at the start of Super. They did. You're 100% right. And you guys know that's... I think Vegeta's sacrifice might be our most watched video ever. The reaction I did to that. If I could find it quickly, I'll tell you guys. I think I know where to look for it in my stats. Hold on. Let me I know. I agree, Brother Malachi. Yeah. Vegeta's sacrifice was just absolutely amazing, and still one of my, if not my favorite Dragon Ball moment. Yeah, Morgan says Jeffrey Dahmer, the people Dahmer. that is lyrical. If he, oh yeah, he should have used that. That's a great gimmick name. Dragon says, what does a blonde and a screen door have in common? The harder you bang it, the more it loosens. Oh man, Dragon is vicious today. Well, yeah, the last few days have been a good run for him. Let me go to my analytics. Let me see if I can find it. So what would it be under? Overview? Top videos in this period. Where? It's engagement, reach, maybe reach. Just trying to think of where I can. No, that's not it. Oh, you know what it might be? Might have to go to the app. All right, let me try this. Let me try Lifetime. See if we can even figure it out for 10 years. Oh, okay, here we go. No, it's second. Our most viewed video is a Shippuden clip. Madara activates God mode. I'm not surprised by that. That was awesome. Madara's a great villain. That one's got 1,645,831 views, and second is Vegeta's sacrifice. That has 1,303,488 views. Wow, I'm surprised. Madara activates God mode is number one. I thought it'd be Vegeta's sacrifice. Those are the only two we have over 1 million at right now. We got a couple others that are getting close. Excuse me. Rick says, "Damn it! Why's it got to be weeb shit?" Oh shit! What was third? Oh, I just looked. It was an Omegle vid, Jack. It was something on Omegle boobs. Not surprisingly, it had just under 900 grand. So many people looking at that ugly muggy. It's amazing, isn't it, Em? It really is. The channel's got 167 million views or something, video views on it. We suckered them all in. Ah, damn it. I'm not surprised. It's a big thing in the community. Yeah, Lou. That was not only a great episode, just a great section of that storytelling. And Madara, as I've said before, is just a great villain. Sinister Charlie says, I can't do super chats for some reason. Oh, bummer. But sent you a joke on Streamlabs. My girlfriend has sick boobs. Some call it breast cancer. Ah, Happy Friday says, that's brutal, Charlie. Jesus. That's sick boobs. Some call it breast cancer. Okay, that one might be the most twisted one of the day so far. Jesus. Yikes. Wow. Mr. Croissant says, like, I literally cannot stand how Toriyama ruined Yamcha. At least marry him off. I know a lot of people share that opinion with him, Mr. Croissant, just because I've had a lot of people say that. For me, Yamcha was kind of, I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you. Yamcha was just never somebody I cared enough about to care that Toriyama screwed him up, but he did. I mean, you know, Yamcha entered in with a lot of potential and was left to be an afterthought on the baseball field kind of thing. So, but I've heard that same sentiment from a number of our gang here. Is Madara my favorite Naruto villain? Now that gets sketchy. That gets tough because then then you're up against Hidan. And Hidan is just such a great villain. And even more so, Hedon's my favorite Akatsuki, regular Akatsuki member, but I've said for a long time my favorite villain is and now there's the name that will never come to me when I want it, even though he's my favorite. Shark Boy Daywalker, Kisame. I love Kisame. Madara is really close, but Kisame, I always thought he was a badass villain to begin with. But when you go out the way he did by calling in your boys to eat you, come on, that just to make sure that you don't give up any intel, that's fucking badassery. Dragon says, how many times does 43 go into 8? Get in the van and find out. Oh, oh man. Yes, Kisame. Thank you, Morgan. It always takes, every time it takes me a while. Sphere says, heat on his trash. God damn it, Spheres, you were here for so long and now I got to get rid of it. No. Well, wait. Let's just hashtag M is over party. M, why are you getting canceled? Our poor M's getting canceled. Zerazul says, Curtis, will you watch the new JoJo season when it comes out? Yeah, when they are fully out and up on the streaming service, the official release points, yes, then I absolutely will. Big Green says, Yamcha was one of my favorites in the original Dragon Ball. Yeah, he was comic relief, but he was still a good fighter. He beat Goku once, for fuck's sake. No, they did waste him. Again, in fairness, it was not something I ever personally cared that much about because I wasn't that into his character, but he was completely, it was a complete waste. I've always been fascinated, I've told you guys that, with Launch, because Toriyama just forgot her. I don't know what, I liked her character anyway. I thought the whole sneezing thing was quirky and cute and different. But the fact that Toriyama just said, oh, you know what, here's the new season, fuck Launch. Or no, he didn't even say that. He just forgot about Launch. I just think it's fascinating to me. Lick says, Curtis, I regret to inform you that M has deleted tits. We demand some form of punishment. No, wait a second. I think I can see... let me see if I can find the post. Mystery by M. Okay, I can view it. Let me see. Are those tits though? I'm trying to. Now I am pretty adept at, not a lot, but I'm usually adept at titty. I see. It just looks like, yeah, maybe there's a nipple there. I don't know. This is going to be a tough call for me, Lex. I don't see the titties. Is it one of those? Is it one of those magic eye things where I got to relax my vision and then the titties will appear? I don't know. I as much as I would like the idea of getting to sternly discipline him, I don't see the titties. Yeah, I'm with them. I see her pleading her case. I don't see them. Again, I think it's one of those magic eye things. I didn't relax my eyes enough. Timmy Adams says you should consider taking a look at the new series Invincible. I don't think I heard of that one. Timmy, where's that? Is it on a streaming service or something? Well, I could look it up. That's not familiar. That name's not even familiar to me. Yeah, Sinister Charlie Launch was fun. And again, for some reason, that makes her even cooler to me that Toriyama just forgot her. Brother Malachi says, Haraki, Toriyama forgot. Jesus, Toriyama needs to hire a secretary. Yeah, really. Because that is just so funny to me that you just forget a character. And she was a good character, too. Wink says, Mark might have been insane. Yeah, a little bit. But that Go-Go guy had a point. I completely agree that fucking the entire U.S. military would be cool. I can only dream of how stretched my asshole would be after. Dragon says, why were the Twin Towers so sad? They ordered pepperoni, but they only got a plain. What the fuck? Oh, I love offensive joke days. Uh, he's not a simp. Curtis just confirmed it was a bunch of dots. I didn't see it, guys. I in any event, Lute says hee hee boobies. And now that I'm with Big Green says those are boobs. They probably don't show up correctly on your screen, but those are definitely. Oh, maybe. Oh, I don't think I can still see that anymore. I was gonna say, let me look at them, and okay, here it is. Let me open the browser up. No, it didn't change it over in here. What if I can't? Doesn't allow me to widen it on here. Can I see it? Hold on, let me look at it. Maybe it is perspective. Let me see if I can see that post on my I love the stuff that we dig into, like like Inspector Clouseau. Let me look on Streamlabs here, see if it looks any different. If it's still, is it still where I can see it? Ah, shit. I'm not seeing it on here. I don't see it on my stream. I don't see it on my Streamlabs. I only see it on my YouTube feed. Okay, now there, here I see where you guys are arguing about it, so it's got to be right above it. I wonder if when on Streamlabs, I'm wondering if maybe when a comment gets axed, everything disappears because I don't even see the commenter. Oh no, there it is. Message deleted. I can't see it on. Oh, or can I? Nope. On Streamlabs, I can't resuscitate it, so I can't see it on Streamlabs. No, but what I'm looking at on the YouTube feed, it doesn't look like boobs at all. And again, that is, there's not much I consider myself knowledgeable on. I consider myself knowledgeable on titties. Nah. Cthulhu says I tell you a TED joke, but it's under my bed. The Muslims piloting maybe couldn't see with burqas. Oh man, you guys are brutal. Dragon, how do you stop an argument between deaf people? Turn off the lights. Oh, you guys. Wow, you guys are brutalizing the jokes today. Yes, I love Attack on Titan, Alexandra. Fantastic series. I can't wait to watch the latest season. Yeah, Lude, you can repost if everybody wants to see it. Now that it's become a topic of conversation, it's not just, it's not spam or anything anymore. If you want to, Lude, go ahead. Go ahead. When Lude reposts it, I'll look at it on the Streamlabs feed and see what it looks like. Hooks is indignant. I can't believe M the villain got away with it. Oh, M, okay. It looks entirely different on the Streamlabs feed than it does on the YouTube one. It really does. Yep, I see them there. But in fairness to M, I can vouch for the fact that depending on what platform she's using to view it, it doesn't always look like boobs. That looks entirely different. Now you see them plain as day. As a matter of fact, the left one's bigger than the right one. Either that or she's laying on her right side and she's squinched it up a little bit. Yes, it depends on it depends entirely on where you're viewing it. Okay. Now see, now let me go to my YouTube feed and what Lou just posted. I'll guarantee, yeah. I wish I could screen grab those for you. If we weren't on freaking Streamlabs, if I was on my other software, I could just grab them. But you see what I mean? This looks nothing like it here. That's weird how the display is that far off. Yeah, it absolutely looks like Tits M if you look just at the Streamlabs version of the comment. Brother Malachi says you should look up Noi from Dorohedoro for future reaction. I saw Dorohedoro, Brother Malachi. I love it. I love Noi. I think you'd like her. She's built for the hard goose. She is, isn't she? Oh, yes, she is. That show was creepy and amazing. But her name's gonna go right on my head. On Dorohedoro, the little skinny girl with the mask. And the scenes where she'd give herself the big tits and stuff was funny as hell. What was her name, guys? She was my favorite in there. She was a freaking riot. I loved her, and of course, name goes out of my head. Yes, Dorohedoro, I know well, Brother Malachi. Oh, that was so good. Was the Ibisu? Thank you, Philip. Ibisu. Yes, Ibisu was fantastic. I loved her. Ibisu, despite the name going out of my head, is one of my all-time favorite anime characters. Oink said it too, Ibisu. Yeah, she's so cool. Oh, here we go. Oh, Johnny Bravocado's. He said Johnny Bravocado's last joke. He just retracted that message. Okay, so let me go back up to it. Let's see. Where's Johnny? Where you at, Johnny? Oh, here we go. What's a pedophile's favorite part of a hockey game before the first period? God damn, you guys. That was good. Stormstar says, in the case of M versus the state, boobs win. I see. I kind of got a. I got to admit, I got to side with M here because I didn't see it either until I switched over where I was viewing it. So I got to say M was certainly well grounded and well founded in getting rid of that post. I got to stick with it like that one. It looks like a bunch of dots for me too, M, on YouTube. And then, like I say, if I go over to Streamlabs, it's perfect. How can it be that different? The display size, because I'm amazed by that. I can't even, now I know how the boobs are supposed to look, and even looking back at it, I still can't make it out. Dragon says, I have a dog with no legs. I named him Cigarette because every night I have to go out and take him for a drag. God damn. Poor dog. I'm sure with them too. Can we move on already? Yeah, I got it. I know. I was just gonna say, I know this is gonna annoy Alex. Annoy Alex. And she said, "Man, this is a police state. Fight the power, Lex." There would be some massively deformed titties on my end too. In the YouTube version of them. Not surprising that Susan is the one who destroyed me looking at tits, if you think about it. Because again, on the Streamlabs feed, it's like, oh, titties. On the YouTube feed, it's like, dots. Cthulhu says, I can't go to heaven or hell. I feel like poo stuck in Rabbit's store. Yeah, Luckman says, just remember, Curtis, poor kids are as smart as white kids. That was an all-time Biden gaffe there. That was, yikes. That was bad. That was many years ago. Doesn't excuse it, but that was bad. Big Green is having spiritual difficulties with this. Oh, is he? I missed some of Big Green's posts. Oh, okay. Big Green says, I can't agree with that decision because it was boobs on my screen, but I'll begrudgingly accept it. I think that might have been the biggest kerfuffle we've had in here. I like the word kerfuffle because it's dumb. The biggest kerfuffle we've had here since Magenta, wouldn't you guys say? And it's cool that at that moment, as it was happening, we have a Magenta / Pussy Pink Sky up. Zurozul says, Susan versus Train, the ultimate villains collide. When we see this battle finally. Oh. Zurozul, I almost don't want to see it because that means I got to root for one of the... Wait, can I root for MAD? Mutually Assured Destruction? All right, we'll go with that. I'm going to root for no winners. PTG says salmon. Going back to the colors. That's good. Eli says, I wonder if the Impractical Jokers were telling Biden to say that. And he didn't want to get punished, so he said something insanely stupid. Oh, God. You guys are really killing me today. Morgan says, why do people in Alabama not do reverse cowgirl? Because you never turn your back on your family. Jesus Christ. Daddy, are you still back there? Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, man. You guys are killing me. Big Green says, Booms is a bigger cause worth fighting for than the color of a super chat, to be fair. No, I'll agree with that. I agree that is well, yeah, it is probably a more necessary fight to have. But again, I got to stick with it. I gotta absolve them on that one because I didn't see it either. Dragon says, honestly, Susan needs a train. It might put her in a better mood. Yeah, get a train run on her. Whatever it takes, Dragon. I'm with you. I agree, Lude. If there's one way to kill you, laughter would be it. Absolutely. It's amazing to me. I mean, how much I love laughing. I really do. I think I'm a very fortunate human being in the respect that I get to laugh as often and as much as I do. And again, all of this is why. You know, the stream, well, look at today. This stream, Free For All Fridays in general, but today specifically has been hilarious. Philip says, did anyone else hear about this bullshit where the BLM crowd said black people can't be racist against Asians because they're culturally white? Honestly, it's more demeaning to black people. It is. It's off the rail, Philip. It's off the rails all over the place. Well, I don't tell you that. It's off the rails everywhere in society now. Everybody is looking to outmaneuver everyone else in the wokeness wars and the how can I be offended battles. And my being offended is more valid than your being offended type thing. It's just gotten completely out of hand. Fluffy says this chat needs Jesus. Jesus. Oh, he does gardening work. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. Or him. 2 hours post-vaccine. I'm just tired. LOL. It begins. Yeah, you got J&J, right, Morgan? I hope you feel okay, hon. I know I've had a couple friends who got J&J. I mean, had similar symptoms to the second shot of the Pfizer. But keep us posted, Morgan, on how you're feeling. I hope all goes well with it. Yeah, that's good, Joel. I like that one. How is a woman like a condom? Both spend more time in your wallet than on your dick. Misogyny, too. I like today. Sphere says, racist as a word has lost nearly all meaning. It's thrown around more than basketball. I agree. And people don't realize that when they do that. When you use a term like racist in absolutely moronic and superfluous means, like saying, okay, and it's done all the time, say you go online and say, well, no, I believe that as a country we need to have strong borders. And somebody said, and many call you racist because you said that, the word means nothing. Has nothing to do with racism. Nothing whatsoever. Wanting to secure your own borders for the health of your own nation is a perfectly viable and legitimate position to take. Whether you agree with it or not, notwithstanding, it's certainly not racist. It's not, you're not demeaning anyone else based on their race, and you're not even saying that we shouldn't allow people of certain races to come into the country. All you're saying is you want them to follow the established protocol to do so. But you're 100% right. That's why a word becomes meaningless. Oof, Go-Go wouldn't like that sexist joke. You're right, Johnny. Which would be all the more to tell it the reason to tell it if Go-Go were still here, but I couldn't take them anymore. I say I just can't, between that level of neediness and that level of disrespect, no, I can't. Eli says, I feel like I'm going to hell for saying this joke, but here goes. Why did the music teacher get arrested for fingering a minor? Eli, don't even worry about it, because listen, I'll save you a seat when I'm in hell. I'll be saving spots for all you guys. I'm sure I'm going first. Yeah, that makes a good point. There are black tribes in Africa that are racist against each other, and by the logic today, they can't be. Everything has to be micromanaged nowadays. The actual definition of racism is very simple. I mean, if you're taking action against someone or towards someone or a group of people based on their ethnicity, or you feel a certain way, if you feel a way that is mean-spirited or demeaning towards someone, that's racist. Period. It doesn't matter if you're black and you feel that way against whites, or you're white, you feel that way against blacks or Asians, or insert ethnic variations wherever you might. That it's very simple. Anything outside of that is not racism. If you are a proponent of a certain platitude, such as strong borders, it doesn't make you racist. That's just your stance on how your country should be secured. And the thing of it is, that should be common sense, but unfortunately, that stuff gets perpetuated by the media. You would think that people in the media are smart enough to understand the difference, but there's no money in understanding the difference for them. The clicks are in perpetuating that vitriol. Zurazul says, new political party, the Goosh Party. Our mascots will be Robin and Rangiku. Oh, and our platform is less hate, more anime titties. That is actually perfection, Zurazul. Life could not be more perfect than that. I could not agree with you more there. That would be the perfect situation. Zeno says, just found out Prince Philip, the Queen's husband, has passed away at the age of 99. We were just talking about it a little earlier, Zeno. Yeah, we lost DMX and Prince Philip today. Again, probably couldn't get two more polar opposites as far as their life experiences and everything, but two important names. Couldn't hit level 100. Fucking scrub, Loot says. Jesus Christ. Luckman says, is it racist that I find white girls more attractive than colored girls, generally wondering? Well, no, I don't know. What is that racist? I don't think that's racist. Aesthetics are a preference. That you're not demeaning women of color. You're just saying that this is a look that you find generally more aesthetically pleasing. I can't say that I have any one over the other, though. I mean, you guys know me. I love boobies, and I just enjoy seeing a beautiful woman. So I can't say that the only thing I can say is I think Asian women generally, I've said it before, have phenomenal skin. And I've always liked that gorgeous doll-like look they get from that smooth skin. But other than that, I don't think I have a specific preference. BTG says, if called racist, accuse them of assuming your race. There you go. Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly, Dragon Series. It's just aesthetics. You know, if you turn that the other way and you said, I don't like women of color, that would be racist. If you're just saying, well, in general, I prefer this look more, the lighter look more, that's not racist. It's just a preference. I'll try and say your name, Tim. Tim Zeleznik? I'm going to go with that. Say Zeleznik? The first name I can pronounce okay. They call him Tim. Zeleznik, can you say my name? I'll be happy. Also, your channel good. Well, thanks. I appreciate that, my friend. Luke says, R.I.P. DMX, not Prince Phil, though. Fuck him. There's a lot of that sentiment going around today, Lex. I've seen a lot of that. Johnny says, what Gogo was saying didn't bother me as much as his USC picture. As a Bruin, that pissed me off more than anything. Fuck him. I'm with you, Johnny, on that. But yes, what he was saying pisses me off because, again, you're one of us. He's not. Well, you know what his, I can't even see my monitor. I'm assuming you guys are getting that. You know exactly what I think of his USC fucking picture. He can shove that right up his ass. Oh, good. I'm glad I got it right, Tim. I'm not, I try my best, but I'm not always accurate on the pronunciations. Well, thanks, Spears. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. B-Man, good to see you, pal. Hey, Curtis, I really enjoy your reactions. Have you seen the Go Test 83? No, what I'm hoping for, and I got to get back to it. I wanted to finish the rewatch of DBZA, and I was hoping to do an entire rewatch of Egotas again, because it's been so long now. If I watch those last few that I haven't seen, I'm going to forget it all, because I don't even have, you got to remember, my only knowledge of those characters is through Egotas. So it's different if I know the characters outside of the abridged. I think it's easier to remember stuff, but it would be tough for me. Oh, now you must Minecraft, and I am more broke. Oh, cool, BTG. Like I say, you don't have to convince me on Minecraft. Now, well, I'm sure you did. Say, just shoot me a message telling me what you want to play in Minecraft, or what gameplay you want to see. No, you don't. I'm looking forward to this month too. I've really gotten addicted, BTG, to that Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, it's been good from the start, but especially those last few rounds we played and the visuals. Man, that game just keeps getting prettier and prettier. That was month before last. When we played that round, the visuals were freaking stunning, and I'm a nerd for that stuff in video games. But yeah, you're never going to disappoint me for sponsoring Minecraft. Freaking love that game. Lick says, how much do I have to pay you to never play Minecraft again? Lick, stop being contrarian. Hish says, we react to any Joji music. I've listened to some of his music, but no, I'm not big on... I've never done any really music reactions. I just don't think that's something that really fits in with what we all enjoy together at the channel. I've listened to some of his music though and thought it was pretty good. Sploosh says, oh shit, Johnny is a UCLA fan. You must want to kill Go-Go. The hate runs deep between those two teams. It does. I'll tell you though, I don't think it's any deeper than the vitriol between USC and Notre Dame. That's what was really sad about, well, a lot of things, obviously, but about COVID interrupting the season the way it did, that we had to have a year off of the USC Notre Dame rivalry. Luke says, no, I don't wanna. I will be contrarian until the end. That's why I love you, Lex. Minecraft is extremely soothing, Philip. I couldn't agree more. I told you guys back when I had my own Minecraft worlds and stuff, I used to spend a lot of time out, seriously, just sometimes while I was doing other things on the computer, just listening to the music and the water stuff. I would build a boat and just go floating around in Minecraft. It's very soothing. Cthulhu says, I'd sell Mark for a bag of Doritos. Yeah, to be honest with you, Cthulhu, I think that whoever gave the Doritos got screwed in the deal. Zurzul says, I have to do a web meeting with my agents now. Make sure they're not causing incidents, but always fun. Enjoy yourself, and may you awaken between Rangiku and Robin's bosoms. Oh my. Just even thinking about that. I would die. There's no two fucking ways. Just the visual of being in that moment would kill me. And thank you, Zurzul, for being in while you could. I'm just about to wrap up here today anyway. But thank you for being in. Yeah, that would be it. It would be over. There's no question I couldn't survive that. Yeah, we do, Tyler. He says, did you know that if your notifications aren't sent to all and are instead on personalized, you won't get all notifications? Yeah, we do. And I know that's the case with, fuck off, Train, with a number of people. But I have a lot of the crew here, like our mods, who I know have everything set just how it needs to be, and it's just hit and miss. And I would even say, okay, maybe just something went wrong. If it weren't for the fact that happens to everybody, all YouTubers, not just me. All the YouTubers will tell you the same thing. Oh, Mohammed, I forgot he likes. I did earlier, pal. You weren't in for it. Full screen to show full design T-shirt you wear now. This one is. I know Mohammed likes seeing the shirts. This one is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, one of my all-time favorite shows now. As I've said over and over, the thing that struck me with MK's Dragon Maid right from the get-go was how empathetic I felt towards Miss Kobayashi. It was so easy to empathize with her, just somebody just trying to get by, just doing the grind day to day, and that really resonated with me. Kev, I gotta. He says you're gonna watch AOT season 4 soon. I have to see where it stands on the excuse me, on the official release point on the streaming sites. Once I haven't looked into it yet because it just ended. If everything's there, everything is in order, then yes, it'll be soon. Dragon says, what's the worst thing you can do to a blind person? Leave the plunger in the toilet. Ow! God damn! Oh, this is a twisted Friday. I like it. Oh, Brother Malachi says, speaking of Musk, I love his new ship design. It's very retro 50s sci-fi. If you ever saw it. I haven't seen it. Really? I like Musk too. I really do. And Brax is a big fan. No, I haven't seen that. I'll have to look that up. Big Green says no swearing on our Christian channel. Luckman, playing GTA 5 again and finishing the whole story. That's further down on the list. Not playing it, but to finish that story, there are other things like, well, Red Dead 2 right now, I want to get to first. That's not to say that I won't throw in a GTA 5 gameplay here or there just to run around and be a douchebag, because it's really fun running around being a douchebag in GTA 5. Who doesn't like the Elon? Good point, Krusty Bomb. I do. I'm a big fan of his. I like the guy. Praise Golden, indeed, Morgan. Always. All right, guys, I gotta pack it up. This was a phenomenal free for all Friday. Oh, another F sound. Phenomenal free for all Friday. I'm so lyrical. This was great. Thank you guys for all the entirely questionable and hilarious jokes. Thank you for the conversations. I think everything worked out fairly with today's major kerfuffle. I'm going to use the word again. I think I gotta absolve Em. I think she was blameless. I know I'm going to take heat from Licks for that, but I got to give Em a pass on that. I think she did the proper thing, given that Susan was preventing her from properly seeing the titties. And everybody that wasn't here for that part of the stream was going, what? There were titties in the stream? Hey, Zeno, thanks. Zeno's already got the cups ready. Oink's got the cups ready. It's sticky stuff time, and I'm feeling good. And I told you guys I was recording videos like between 2 and 4 a.m. this morning. So I'm about running on empty, but that brings some quality sticky stuff. Because this is like the energy I had to use to keep going on that little sleep for this long is equivalent to Gear 4. As a blind person, Dragon says, making me your getaway driver would probably be worse. Yeah, give me a different job in the gang, please. I don't want to be getaway driver. I get you, pal. But because of that Gear 4, even though my haki is about to die off, all through this stream and all day today, this haki has been pumping up some sticky stuff. Gear 4 sticky stuff, because I am really moved by Gear 4. Get ready for it. You might want to fear it a little bit. Get the official sticky stuff fanny pack out and get ready to zip it up, because this shit will try and get out on you. This is pumping. It's poo, poo, poo. Piston sticky stuff. Here it comes. Pumpu pumpu, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you. Gear 4. Yeah, that's the real shit. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashly like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, and now, including 4th gear, goosh, 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 goosh. Goosh. Yeah.